Alright, so last week, as many of you probably know, gay marriage was legalized in Vermont. One of the few things I can say I'm proud of my state actually doing, but I was at Walmart last week, the day after it happened, and I was waiting in line. You ever notice how like, at Walmart, you meet the funniest fucking people? I mean, you will meet the scum of your town at Walmart, which is probably why I was there. You just walk around and you see people and you instantly feel better about yourself. It's awesome. I can honestly say that I love it. It's definitely the highlight of my week when I go to Walmart. This particular day, after the gay marriage bill had been passed, I was waiting in line to buy, I think it was a pack of gum, and the couple in front of me, he had, the NASCAR shirt, he had the mullet going, he was missing two of his teeth, at least two that I could see. Wouldn't be surprised if there was more. He talked with hatred. I mean, like, a typical, what you'd think of as like redneck trailer trash. I was waiting in line to like I said, get gum or whatever it was, and right by the checkout counter they have a bunch of papers, and on the front of the paper it said something about the gay marriage being legal and couples getting ready to get married, and the guy picked up the paper and he looks at it and he says, "They're trying to destroy our America's morals, and pretty soon, we're gonna have fucking people marrying their dogs and having sex with their cats, and those damn fucking fags, He turns around for a second and continues rambling on, and I, being the little sarcastic prick I am, I look at him and I go, excuse me, I'm gay. I'm not gay, but the look in his eyes when I said that was one of pure fucking hatred, and he points at me. You're the reason. You're the reason our country's in the shitter. You're the reason the economy's failing, you and your fucking homosexual behavior. I fucking hate fags. You're gonna burn in hell, you bastard. And all the people in at least the next 2 or 3 lines heard him, because, the guy made a huge fucking scene and made a huge deal of it, and I just stood there and I just laughed at him, and of course, that didn't help at all. He just, keeps going on, and the more he goes on in his accent, with his little mullet waving in the wind, the more I just fucking laughed at how pathetic he was, and how he turned such a simple little comment and such a simple little article in the paper to a whole speech, and basically, gave his whole philosophy and all his hatred out in one moment to one kid who was just fucking with him. He didn't know that, but I think it just goes to show the mentality of people that think like that, bigots, and to the exact same extent people who are racist as well. It goes to show that they will go and take out their hatred on anyone because they are they're so insecure with themselves. It was quite obvious that this guy was pretty fucking insecure. To go and just rant in the middle of a store at one random person just because it shows what type of person you are. It really shows your mentality and how there's no limit. I think I could have been 5 or 6 years old and he still would have gone off on me and called me a fag and said I was gonna burn in hell. And it pisses me off. I mean, that people are still that pathetic and that degenerate and de-evolved and just that fucking stupid. I really was at a loss for words. I mean, I was laughing the entire time, but I mean, as I walked out, I couldn't even think of anything to say to him. I'm surprised he didn't follow me home and try to burn my house down. I think it really shows the mentality of bigots. You know, those type of people. Anyone who has an extreme hatred for someone, anyone who has an extreme hatred for a certain type of people, with no base for it, with no reason other than the fact that they just hate them because they're different or they can't understand them. They can't understand why they do what they do, so they just have to hate them. And it shows that they will hate on anyone, any random person, for no reason. Any person who's different, and without even knowing them, they will attack them based solely on their bigotry and their hatred towards that group of people. And it really pisses me off. It really disturbs me that there are still people like that in this country. And there are people like that that consider themselves good, strong Americans that think that they're doing the right thing for their country. You know, they proclaim, they say that they want freedom. When really what they want is, they want the opposite of freedom. They want enslavement. They want to bar people from living their life how they want to live it, simply because they don't understand it and because they don't agree with it. But yet people like that will proclaim freedom, proclaim that they're the hero, that they're the ones that we should all be rallying around. That, you know, us being anyone who tries to progress forward, who tries to bring forward change, who fights for equality, we're the ones that are bringing people down. We're the ones that are demoralizing society and making it a horrible place to live. We're the assholes, essentially. And I don't personally understand that mentality. I mean, I understand it. I understand the concept. But I don't see how someone could be so deluded as to actually believe in it. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Your one life. Live it to the fullest. Bitches. Aww.